Once again, we have reached discussion season for the 14th Doctor. I say that like it stopped being discussion season for 1 second, but no, it's happening. It's still happening, and it'll be happening again. And everyone is talking about who the 14th Doctor could be, and floating around every single idea that they have. Some good, some utterly madcap. So I'm going to throw my own hat into the ring, and I'll give my thoughts on some of the main frontrunners, according to the media and the fans, which almost certainly means that they probably won't be picked. But, you know what? Why not have a look at them anyway? So let's take a dive in. It's an interesting subject trying to debate who will take over from Jodie Whittaker, as this time it could be anyone. Any colour, any gender, anyone. Because those barriers have been broken down and there is no going back. So it's time to discuss the 14th Doctor. But who could it possibly be? Will it be Tilda Swinton? So ethereal, she makes Galadriel look like a stockbroker. Tilda Swinton would be a stellar choice for the Doctor, but obviously I can't help but feel that she's probably outside the show's budget. Like, she's a Marvel star, definitely somewhere on the A-list, but she would definitely have the chops to fill the role, if her role in Doctor Strange is anything to go by given the slightest implication. She did play the Ancient One, and the Doctor is an Ancient One. Maybe that's why she's been fancast so much. I mean, who knows, eh? Real talk though, she would absolutely be fantastic, but she'd probably not take the role due to the vast amount of opportunities that America has for her. See, when thinking about who the 14th Doctor could be, it's always important to consider the logistics. Being the Doctor is such a gigantic commitment that massively upheaves your life, having to move to Cardiff and all. Though, frankly, that doesn't sound like too bad a shout. I wouldn't say no. But, I digress. Or could it be Richard Ayobardi? Some say he's got a wooden hand or a ready gun. Let's not stick around to find out. Now this one is, to me, well, we'll talk about that factor later, but for some reason, Ayobardi is frequently the pick of many people to be the next Doctor, going back to Smith's departure. I'm guessing because he plays this sort of charismatic yet awkward character in a lot of things, especially in the Crystal Maze. I mean, he's actually really good in the Crystal Maze, to be fair. He does come across fairly Doctor-ish in that. But the thing is, though, to me, playing the Doctor is a lot more than a series of systematic quirks. Obviously, I haven't seen everything he's ever done, and I would certainly need to look even deeper past the comedic parts of his acting career. I have to say, I've never seen Ayobardi sad or despondent or furious with uncontrollable rage in any of his acting projects. I just can't imagine it either. He's always playing this very stoic figure, and very deadpan as well. It's like imagining Moss from the IT crowd trying to deliver Capaldi's war speech in the Zygon inversion. It's just not possible. It feels more satirical than anything else. As well as that, and this is more of a personal note, but I have gone through far too many instances of being called Moss or Ayobardi due to my own appearance to even think about tolerating this shenanigans, so if he got the role of the Doctor, I think I'd have to shave my head. I'm used to the daily, "you look like Moss" comment I get, but if he became the Doctor, that would go up by like 1,000%. So my own Purple Doctor would be going down the Benjamin Sisko route, I have to say. Truth be told though, I don't think he'll ever take the role. It doesn't seem to be his personal style of working, and I really can't see Ayobardi on the Doctor Who media circuit, let alone playing the Doctor. It just feels so alien to me, I can't describe it. It's so weird. But, oh well. Or will it be Ollie Alexander? His singing will throw you back to the 80s. But it'll be a sin to get you out. Now this is a fairly new one. Now I loved It's a Sin, an absolutely incredible show from the mind and meticulous research of former Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies, and this guy is a fine young actor. I really loved what he brought to the role of Richie. He was charismatic, energetic. What do you mean he's 30 years old? My goodness, he does not look it at all. As I was saying, with a powerful grasp of emotion. With that said, it's difficult to imagine him being written outside of the Tennant/Smith mould. I have no doubt he'd be stellar, but this also implies to me that he would be a safer choice, maybe? And especially when it comes to Doctor Who, I don't really want safe, but this isn't a no by any stretch. However, he has gotten somewhat official backing thanks to a certain John Batman who thinks he would be good. Well, good old John. Could it also be Tania Miller? So feisty she could give you a haunting for years and years. Now, Tania is my number one pick for the role of the Doctor based on her performance as Celeste in Years and Years, and of course from The Haunting of Bly Manor as well. She is feisty, an incredibly strong actor, incredibly charismatic, and with such a damn striking appearance. Again, Years and Years was an RTD drama, and we all know how he knows how to write his characters well. And this was no different, but she really puts across such a phenomenal range, in that to the point of which I could easily imagine her being a doctor in a similar fierce style to Capaldi, Eccleston and Pertwee. She just has that absolute power about her. I'd love her to take the role. That said, as keen eyes will have noticed, she was also in Hellbent as the newest incarnation of the Time Lord General Kenosium, formerly played by Ken Bones. This is no different to Colin Baker playing Commander Maxil, so this in no way invalidates her from taking the role, in my opinion. Of course, recently she has come under some minor controversy for apparently revealing that she knows who the 14th Doctor is, in a cameo video to a fan. But, for obvious reasons, let's just take that with the finest pinch of salt. She may just be referring to Jo Martin, of course. Wait a minute. We'll talk about that later. Or will it be Michael Sheen? He will send you to heaven before he sends you to vampiric hell. Michael Sheen is a Welsh national treasure, and an absolutely stunning actor to boot. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that he would perform the role to his greatest ability. I honestly can see no downside to his performance because he has the credentials without a doubt. But that said, I can't quite see him taking the role. I feel like Sheen may be too big for it now. Or, then again, it's just overblown media speculation because whilst I acknowledge that he would make a fantastic Doctor, I can't honestly see the situation of introducing Michael Sheen as the 14th Doctor ever coming to light. And honestly, I prefer the idea of lesser known talent taking the role of the Doctor. People who have worked hard as nails and need a big break. No disrespect to Michael though, he is just fantastic. Keen minds of course will note that he was in Doctor Who before, but as the voice of House in the Doctor's wife. This in no way, again, invalidates him from taking the role, as we know by this point. Or finally, could it be Jo Martin? You have seen her before, but she needs to come back. New face, old face, make it happen. Now this is an interesting discussion to have. This is a rare circumstance where an actor has already proven their mettle and ability to successfully play the Doctor, without actually being the main Doctor. I mean, by default, not having Jo Martin as a main Doctor immediately turns it into one of the biggest missed opportunities of Doctor Who's history, but on the other hand, I can also admit that casting her would damage the whole new face, new vibe, big attention grab factor that also plays into Regenerations and the announcement of new Doctors, seeing as we've already seen her before. There's no way to win for them here, really. Can you imagine how amazing it would have been if we got her as 14 without any prior warning? Sure, it would almost definitely be controversial, but it would certainly have been a lightning strike. Anyway, she deserves better. As for how it would work, well, they'd either need to do some fantastic loops in retconning the Fugitive Doctor's style of existence, or pull a curator and have her revisit the Fugitive Doctor's face, but even then the latter would come across with a sense of, you're not the same though, so it's a tricky one to manage. We'll see how it all turns out. So those are my opinions on the names that are being thrown around for the 14th Doctor. Discussion is certainly running rampant, that's for sure, but hey, it's always healthy unless it turns into a slagging match, which hopefully it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. What's the point? Anyway, who are your picks for the 14th Doctor? Is there a name that has grabbed your attention recently? Or would you rather see new talent being brought into the fray? Let me know in the comments section below. Anyway, I hope you're all doing as well as you can, and that life is treating you as well as it can in the current dismal circumstance. Do try as much as you can to keep yourself safe and be kind to yourself as well. I know it's a difficult time for many people. Furthermore, I will say that I know uploads have slowed down a bit, and I'm aware of that, and I'm honestly really sorry, but this is purely so I can keep working on the fan audio series Doctor Who Remnants, which has really kicked into high gear this month. I've just finished editing the newest episode, and I really enjoy it. It's totally a good one, and it's not even written by me as well, which means I can get away with praising it to the high heavens and not sound egotistical, which is really quite nice. Anyway, I'm hoping to get the series out within the next few months. 6 anthology episodes, 4 of which are totally new. It's going to be good. I just hope you enjoy it. And thank you so much for your patience as well. It's hugely appreciated. Next week we'll see the return of the How to Cosplay series, But which Doctor will be start back on? You'll have to tune in to find out. So with that said, nothing more to do than just say, until next time, see ya!